Hello, my love. My name is Sydney Diamond, and today we will go on a 10-minute journey into an intrusive thought meditation. Very light, very loving, very easy, but very powerful and completely healing. So let's begin. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose and an even longer, calming exhale out through your mouth. Feel the support surface beneath you. Feel the safety of the room and the safety within your thoughts, even if you don't yet feel that way. I want you to bring to mind an intrusive thought that may be scaring you. But before you do this, I want you to ground yourself in your body. Feel your heartbeat. Maybe you want to place your hand on top of your heart or place a hand on your stomach and feel the movement of the breath coming into and leaving your body. Or maybe you want to focus on your hands or your fingers or your toes. Can you feel a tingling sensation? Or maybe the feeling of heat, of energy in your body? Sometimes we forget that our body is alive. It's an organism, it's a being, it's an amazing form of life that has nothing to do with the mind. The body is breathing and doing all kinds of things, even when we're completely unaware of it. We spend so much time in our minds with thought, thinking about past and future. Some of us have never checked in with our bodies and just noticed the sensations, the constant keeping of life. If you're feeling down or scared or hurt, you can remember that something wants you to be breathing. Something wants you here. You are important to life. In fact, you are the whole universe. The entire universe is within you, within your consciousness and within your mind. So I want us to break down intrusive thoughts and really realize how we are always okay, even if it feels like we're in the midst of chaos. So allow yourself to bring an intrusive thought to mind and become curious about why it is you've labeled this thought as intrusive. What is it about this thought that threatens you, scares you, makes you feel uncomfortable? Or is the thought super exciting and so it's painful because you feel like it's too good to be true, you could never live a life that good? Because that is also fear. Fear of getting your hopes up too high, fear of letting yourself down, fear of settling in your life. At all times, there is only one of two things we experience. That's either love or fear. Sometimes we think there are lots of other emotions, but any other emotion is a type of fear or love. If we're irritated, angry, or jealous, that's simply fear. Or more accurately, it's a lack of love. We always have love inside of us. But sometimes we are unaware because we have so many other things on top of it, so many fearful sentences in our brain that we experience as thoughts. A scary thought is keeping us from the love that we are and the love that we can experience in our lives. So let's work with our intrusive thoughts now so we can be free from fear and free from this pattern. So finally now, I want you to bring to mind an intrusive thought, something you're afraid of, something you don't want to look at or deal with. Allow it to flood into your awareness and allow all the natural emotions to be there. Remember, emotions come specifically and only from thoughts. If you're having negative emotions, it's because you're interpreting a neutral thought as negative. Let's say you're having an intrusive thought about contamination. Maybe you think your laundry is contaminated. You think that's a problem, and so you feel scared and anxious. But what if contaminated laundry was okay? What if it wasn't something you had to run away from? What if instead of your thought being, laundry is going to contaminate me, what if it was, this laundry is safe? Or, yeah, I might get contaminated, but that's okay, because I value my freedom. A lot of times we forget that we can choose our thoughts. If we don't choose consciously, thoughts are just presented to us, and we believe them without even noticing. The best way to know if you are unconsciously believing thoughts is by looking into your emotions. If you feel anything less than happiness, peace, calm, or joy, then you're believing a thought that scares you, and thoughts that scare you never serve you. So I want you to come back to this intrusive thought, and I want you to ask yourself if in this moment you are okay. If you're panicking, if you're scared, if you're anxious, it may be uncomfortable, but ask yourself, am I okay? Really ask yourself now and listen for the answer. Get really still and really clear and see what you find. A lot of times we think that we should feel peaceful all the time, and that's totally available to us. It's completely possible. But if you're feeling anxious or scared, to think that you shouldn't feel that way is fighting with the reality, and in that case you'll always lose. So if I feel panicked, instead of saying I shouldn't have to feel panicked right now, I choose to say I should feel panicked right now, because I do. And when I say something like that, I immediately drop into peace. I feel calm. I feel like whatever's happening should be happening, and so then I don't fight it anymore. And when I'm in this state of peace, I end up coming out of panic or anxiety because I was able to get still and calm. The truth is, whenever we're struggling with intrusive thoughts, the thought itself is the only problem. So you want to ask yourself, am I okay right now other than whatever I'm thinking or believing? That's something Byron Katie says. Other than what I'm thinking or believing, am I okay? Really ask yourself this right now. You can meditate on it, you can spend time with it, or you can just ask yourself when you're walking to work or making dinner. And what you'll find is that you are always okay, If you feel like you're not, you're believing something that doesn't serve you and isn't true. These understandings and this meditation can save you from all of this hurt, confusion, and fear. I hope this helps you. Have a beautiful rest of your night or day.